This is a video demonstration on how to check for ketones. There are two methods to check for ketones. Ketones are problematic because although carbohydrates are your body's preferred source of energy or glucose, if your body cannot utilize those carbohydrates, your body breaks down fats and proteins, and they aren't metabolized as efficiently as carbohydrates, and there's some leftover product, and that leftover product is ketones. When ketones build up in the blood or in the urine, it can lead to diabetic ketoacidosis, which is a medical emergency. At camp, we have two different ways of checking for ketones. We can use a blood glucose meter with the Precision Extra with special strips, and we can also use check urine ketone strips, check urine for ketones. Urine is not as accurate because urine may have been sitting in the bladder for some period of time. So for younger children, when you're out on activities that you can't get to a bathroom, the Precision Extra is very convenient to do. The first thing we need to do is code the blood glucose meter. This particular code strip, which has the number 75001, will correspond with this batch of strips, and it says lot number 75001. So I'm going to open up the chip code strip and put it in the meter. The meter will turn on, and the code is 75001. You only have to change the code if you open up another box of strips and the code number is different. And we usually put these in a place where you won't lose them. There's a space in the meter bag. To open up the strip, they're individually foil wrapped, so they cannot be exposed or damaged to air. There's two ends. This zebra stripe end is the part that goes into the meter, and this is the part where the blood goes in. I usually open it up this way so I can put that in the meter, and then I unwrap the end of the meter that will get the blood. I'm going to take my alcohol wipe and wipe the finger. We'll wait for that to dry. You can use the meter of your choice. The nerve endings go down the middle of the finger, so if you use the side, it's not as painful, but you still get good blood results. We're going to squeeze the finger, wipe the first drop away because that may be mixed with a little bit of the alcohol. We need to get a fairly good size drop for this meter, and we're going to hold this up, and you need to fill that little container, that little thing all the way. It will count down from 10. And the result is 0.1. You'll notice that the results for the blood ketone meter is in millimoles per liter, which is not something that we commonly use in the United States. However, there are designations up to 0.6 is negative, 0.6 to 1.5 is small ketones, and greater than 1.5 is moderate to large ketones. If it's negative, you are not completely insulin depleted, and probably just some extra fluids and maybe a correction formula will bring your blood sugar back down. Small ketones is kind of like a yellow light on a traffic signal. You want to watch out, slow down, be careful. You may want to give a correction dose of insulin and extra fluids. If moderate to large ketones, usually you need a correction formula of insulin as well as a little bit more to help reverse those ketones, as well as drinking lots of fluids. The other way we can check for ketones is using the urine ketone test strips. Again, They come in either large vials or individually foil wrapped strips. You expose the strip. You can see it's a little tan colored. You're going to dip that in your urine and wait exactly 15 seconds. And then compare the color on the chart. If you happen to lose the chart, although it's on the side of the bottle, it only comes one in an individual package of 20 foil strips. In the tans, you're okay. In the pinks, you want to drink extra fluid to help clear those ketones. And if you're in the purple range, then you're in trouble. Spend 15 seconds. We're going to check the results. And this is negative ketones. Then you would want to dispose of your strip and the urine in the toilet and trash can. And that ends how to check for ketones. Any further